Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Kansas State versus West Virginia college basketball matchup on Monday, February 26, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one style service. Those are available by texting the number you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. Kansas State taking on West Virginia. It is Big 12 college basketball action. Boy, you know, both these teams sometimes a little tough to figure out. We've seen West Virginia step it up at times. We've also seen them get stepped on plenty this season. Tell you, they played pretty well on Saturday against Iowa State in a game that they didn't win, but man, they certainly kept it close for most of the game and even got to the lead in the second half as a 17.5 point dog, but not enough to beat, the Cyclones in Iowa State. Tough, tall order of business in that one, but certainly West Virginia, for a team that's been overmatched most of the season, they certainly haven't ever quit out on the court. When we look at Kansas State, this team, we've seen better Kansas State teams. We've seen worse. They're 12-3 at home, but it's just 7-8 against the number at home. 3-7 in their last 10 games. So they've had their share of struggles in the in the Big 12. The thing about Kansas State, they beat BYU last time out by 10 points as a 2-point favorite. And we've seen it go every single way with this team, losing to Texas, TCU, and then at BYU prior to that. And then they had beaten Kansas at home. So, go figure, a lot of things just, they don't make a lot of sense. Losing at Oklahoma State, a place where at that point, a lot of teams had a lot of success. Losing at Oklahoma, of course, Houston, and losing at Iowa State as well. These teams have played already this season, and it was Kansas State getting the win at West Virginia. They were 2-point favorites on the road in that one and won that game by 14 points. That game was a while ago. It was back on January 9th. We look at the tail of the tape between these two teams and we see exactly who's doing what. West Virginia has not shot the ball well. They've actually shot the ball better from three-point land than most, but at the same time, when you look at them from just shooting on the floor, they have had their share of struggles. And like I said, I think it's a little bit of a depth problem here at West Virginia. I think, when we look at Kansas State and we look at this defense, they have been outstanding. The defense certainly is what feeds the offense for this team. They're 20th ranked in the nation in shooting percentage against and 32nd ranked in three-point shooting against. They're okay on the boards. It's just not dominating on the boards. It's kind of they're one of these teams that really does hustle on the offensive end is where I really believe that they're actually better on the boards. We look at Kansas State shooting, certainly nothing to write home about, and it's why they have the record that they do. West Virginia's defense, certainly not locked down, and when you don't have the depth like they don't, well, that's when you start to wear out a little bit too fast. I think, West Virginia, what we saw last time out against Iowa State, probably not too much of a fluke. I think they at least leave it all out on the court. I think Kansas State probably wins. I like West Virginia to cover, and that's my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.